Hey there my viewers, and welcome to a very special segment today, as I cover the conclusion of Ancient Cybertronian Warriors, or Clan AcW, and the fall that had happened this week with their disbanding. A lot of people in the community are struck with confusion, grief, and nostalgia, and even though I know they've had their differences with a lot of people and a lot of players in the community over the past 4 to 5 years since the clan's establishment, they've earned respect in later years, and overall they were a clan of strong and capable fighters. It's a shame that this has happened, but such is the way of what may happen in the future. I mean, like they say, nothing lasts forever. It's just that this is a real shock to the community, and it's going to be a huge blow to the community for a good while until it passes. And this is a blow to the balance of power between AcW and Pride of Fastoon and Lightning Strike Coalition, because those were the three main powers on Fall of Cybertron as the three biggest clans, and now that suddenly just got cut short to 2. In addition to this, Ancient Cybertronian Warriors was also on record as the second most influential and the second biggest clan in all of the Transformers franchise, with 30, 40, 50 plus members. This is second to Titans of Cybertron, which was at best the biggest clan ever in the Transformers franchise at 200, 300 plus members back during the golden era of War for Cybertron. Their leaving of the Transformers franchise onto the Call of Duty franchise paved the way for the next biggest group, which was thus Ancient Cybertronian Warriors, which was started by AcW Grimlock, AcW Swoop, Ilias Prime, and AcW Strafe, or DCW Galvatron, and their DCW division, as well as their other subdivision, TGA, and I believe that's it, because TGA was a subdivision, but it didn't last long, because he disbanded it, and then TGA Savage Prime brought it back himself. Oh, that other guy I met, I remember from the clan battle with Elite Legends. AcW Darkrai, that's who I was missing, because AcW had more than one clan leader, because it was such a multiverse clan. There was more than one person in charge of it. It's just we always saw the one or two main people all the time. Now, I also recollect that Zephyr was also thrown into this category at one point or another, or he was a subdivision commander for AcW. Whether or not he was actually among one of the founding members or leaders of AcW, either or in both retrospect, I have no idea at this time. But I will throw his name out there that I will mention it. I just don't know whether or not that was actually legitimately the case, if he was one of the leaders or not. In the second half of my segment here, I'm going to now cover my own personal thoughts and feelings about this revelation, turn of events, as it were, in the community and what's about to happen. First of all, because this was such a long, time-honored established group that's been around for a very long time, there's going to be a huge setback in the community that's going to happen for a good while until this passes. I'm expecting a lot of people to make rash or irrational or illogical decisions as such, and the majority of the base here seems to be kids or teenagers, young adults as it were. And so there are a lot of different types of decisions that are going to come into play. Lots of different opinions that may or may not be taken into consideration, or they're just going to act out or lash out, do other things, mess around, make alt accounts like many other people have been doing. All of this may happen in order to channel confusion amidst loss. More importantly, it's going to channel confusion in a constructive sense in order to, I don't know, take out your frustration by just doing a whole TDM rinse and repeat as another anonymous person that seems to be overly powerful, yet you have no accolades to that name of yours, so people know it's an alt account and stuff. But all of that will come, new players will come out of this, or seemingly come out of this, only because of grief and misunderstanding. As for me and my own personal feelings regarding AcW, yes, there I do have some. But it was mainly towards an act of revenge, as it were, because my feelings towards them were mixed among disrespect and retribution, and I will explain why this is. Once upon a time, when I was still starting into this community, I was showed up a lot by a lot of AcW hotshots that do a whole bunch of things around you, dance circles around you, whatever it is, because they think that they're better than you. And in some aspect they might be, but they don't have to rub it in. A clan battle opportunity came up at one point or another for TAC to fight ancient Cybertronian warriors, which we acted on, because it was a good opportunity for us to actually have a full-fledged clan battle against them, because it seemed like they were on our level. And it was a nice way to try and kickstart a nice new clan battle opportunity after having lost to Elite Legends at that time, when Elite Legends was active. We had our clan battle against them. That was when we were first introduced to Surfir. That whole clan battle was BS'd from the very beginning. I did not like the fact that it was rushed along. My members were very frustrated about it at that time because it was rushed along in order to try and move us out of the way and get to the next clan battle. We like to try and take our time with how to do these things. We don't rush right into it and kill everything and try and power the whole situation. We like to try and think these things out. That was not the case. And we only got to finish one round, but it was partially incomplete due to lag, in addition to one or two people on my team having to go out through to IRL issues, and one person on their team going out to IRL issues. Nobody was happy about that clan battle. My clan was angry at me for possibly right reasons, because I made a very foolish decision in even accepting a rushed clan battle. And the icing on the cake of that was that we didn't even get a chance to get the rematch of that battle at that time, where we could have probably put together a competent team in order to challenge them. The fact that that whole thing was BS'd was just inexcusable. It was a battle that probably would have been our loss anyway. We didn't have to unnecessarily triple team everybody one by one and corner camp everybody. It was inexcusable. And the commander at that time, Surfir, lost my complete respect. But that is all to the past now. I put it behind me, and I made myself a better person as a result by putting it out of my mind, putting it out of thought, and learned from the decisions that I made in the past in order to allow myself to be a more competent leader in my own right today. In a way, I guess you could say, having made an impulsive decision and having learned from the loss, I guess, made me a better person. In addition to the people that I don't care for and that I despise or loathe from that clan, there also have been the people that I do get along with and that I enjoy playing with and that I really love talking to that also are part of that clan. It's one of those things where you also have to take the good with the bad. And considering there's so many members, there's obviously a lot to sort through in that department, on both sides. Anyway, that wraps up my sentiments about how I feel about this group. Whether or not I'm happy or sad that they're gone, I'm a little mixed on it myself, because I want them to still be here because it gives me an opportunity to still keep trying to make TAC better with my friends and what it is we're doing. That way we can focus on how to get stronger. That way we can actually challenge them full blown, and maybe we might be able to win. I don't know. Time would have told the tale. But that time has passed now. I'm just shaking my head, but I'll gracefully accept the loss of the clan, and I'll move on with the memory of what it is that was there and with what's yet to come with the members that are still with us today, that will carry the name with them as a badge of honor. And for you viewers, I offer a chance to really sit back, take a minute to reflect on the good times and even the bad times, as much as you probably want to forget about the bad times, about this clan. And just give it a second to sink in. My segment has been complete, and I will leave this to history. Cheers to a formidable clan of its time. Rodimus Prime, out.